Headshot.
What is going on, everybody? So we are on Friday, finally Friday, and we are squatting and we are bench pressing and we are doing some stiff-legged deadlifts as usual. Now, nothing real exciting here. I actually didn't go as heavy as I did on Monday. I dropped about 10 pounds off of my single work, and basically the only reason I did that was I wasn't feeling like bad. I wasn't feeling great. I just wasn't feeling it. I figured I did 95% on Monday. There was no reason to really try to kill it and do it again. So I kind of just went with what I felt like. And I mean, 10 pounds less isn't like a dramatic deal or anything like that. And besides, remember, the rep work isn't actually like there to do a lot of the major strength building. It's more or less just to keep me used to running heavy weights and having the weight on my back and stuff like that, and that way I don't not remember how to squat with a heavy weight. It's kind of like practice. And I did add weight to my rep work. I added 5 pounds to my rep work, just like I'm supposed to. So that's my main strength builder, and that's what that's actually there for. So that's why I made sure I added weight to that and wasn't as concerned with the singles, you know, the triples and stuff like that. So, that being said, this all felt really good, and I probably could have went ahead and did the 360 pounds that I did on Monday, but again, just really didn't have my heart set into it, I guess is what you would say. I was really just wanting to focus on the rep work and do really well on that, and kind of just wanting to hit a decent single, nothing dramatic or earth-shattering. I mean, I hit a PR on Monday. That's good enough for me. So, that being said, I really don't have a lot to say as far as the training went. Everything went really well. I was hitting a really, really good depth on my squats here. Except on the rep work, I did kind of, for lack of a better way to say it, I did kind of half-ass it on a couple of reps. I did notice that. It's not like I meant to, but I mean, the 8 rep sets are difficult. They're kind of the point. The last few reps do get really, really ugly sometimes. Not horribly so, but my depth may be a little lacking. Just going to say that. But other than that, the form stays solid, and I think I had maybe 1 rep where my butt shot up before it was supposed to or something, and I'm not going to cry about that. It's, you know, the last rep of the set. It's supposed to be hard. Your form may not be exactly perfect. It's supposed to be, but sometimes it may not be, and I can live with that. As far as the rest of it went, I mean, my bench work went really well. I did do something pretty cool on my bench work. When I get to that point, I'll discuss it a little bit. But I mean, I really kind of just wanted to put in a few little side notes here about this. Is, you know, when you go into the gym, you need to have some type of motivation as to why you're going in there. And it sometimes is a fleeting thought where you go in and you start moving weight and you're like, I have no idea why I'm doing this. So something you might want to think about if you're training for anything specifically is always have in your mind why you're doing what you're doing. And I'm going to make a video on this later on, just so everybody knows. I'm kind of putting it out there now as to why I train and why I do what I do and why I'm so driven and why this is so important to me to do these things. But as for that, that's all I'm going to say. I am going to talk about my training a little bit here. I did do a little bit of light work here, like not really light work, but I did lighten up the work here and only did 280 for my single. But I decided I wanted to try something a little different and do something a little bit fun since it was Friday and I didn't think it would kill me. And I broke out my slingshot. Now, for those of you that don't know, the slingshot is a product made by Mark Bell. It's of his own design, and it kind of almost simulates a bench shirt, but it doesn't, because bench shirts don't actually help you with your form or anything like that. The slingshot does, but it also will help you kind of bounce out of the bottom of a bench press. And by doing so, it can actually increase the amount of weight that you can lift on a particular rep. So, after my single here at 280, I got a little ambitious. I put my slingshot on and I strapped 315 to the bar, and I decided, let's just see how strong I feel today. And honestly, it wasn't even really to see how strong I feel. I wanted to know what 315 felt like in my hands. And to be honest with you, it's not really as intimidating as I thought it would be. And the reason I'm doing this is because 315 right now is kind of a milestone for me. And I wanted to see where it would actually be and how heavy it would actually be. And with the slingshot, it was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It moved pretty well. So there's a definite possibility that I'll be hitting 315 a lot sooner than I thought. I don't know. We'll see. I have had some trouble with my bench in the past. Today was actually a pretty good day. So not going to make any great predictions. But that's just why I did what I did and what was going on. Now I did my rep work here at 210. The 8 rep sets went well. Again, the last rep was kind of a struggle, but I got it. It's moving really well. I do need to pause at the bottom a little more on my rep work, I know, but it is what it is. I didn't, so oh well. Yeah, I don't think it's going to kill me and give me less muscle activation. It's just I need to learn to pause, mostly for competition, because they will make you pause and they do give you a press command. So, that being said, moved on to my stiff leg deadlifts, pulling 300 pounds for 2 sets, and very happy with what I did. I did do maybe 1 or 2 touch and go reps. I'm starting to question on whether or not that's really that big of a deal or not. I don't know. I'll get some research in on that eventually, but as of right now, I really would like to just keep it not touch and go reps, but if I do a couple, I do a couple. It's, again, not the end of the world. But anyway, that was my training log. Hope you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. And as always, until next time.